Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gotta Go Orlando. Shane here, and today we're taking a look at the press release that Universal Orlando Resort released all about Halloween Horror Nights. So if you want to know what's going on at Halloween Horror Nights, stick around because we're going to cover the houses, the entertainment, the scare zones, and everything else that's been announced for HHN 32. Unfortunately, Jack and Chance wasn't mentioned, nor was Megan, but on the upside we have the Exorcist Believer. So let's dive right into the nightmare known as Halloween Horror Nights 2023. So the first part we're going to take a look at is the exclusive Halloween experiences at Universal Orlando's hotels. Universal Orlando hotel guests can stay near the fair and receive exclusive benefits, including early park admission to the theme parks during the day and have access to priority event entrance to Halloween Horror Nights, as well as complimentary transportation to the theme parks and Universal City Walk. Vacation packages are available, including one-night admission to the event, Universal hotel accommodation, and admission to all three Universal Orlando thrilling theme parks. And for the first time ever this year, the fog has spread to all Universal Orlando hotels, with exclusive activations and experiences for hotel guests inspired by this year's theme, including Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort exclusive Chucky's Twisted Playground photo illusion experience, plus the Universal Monsters Gallery of Legends lobby photo opportunity in all other hotel lobbies and more. Yes, so this is a great opportunity for resort guests. Obviously you can save the time when you're in the park and get all your photos when you get back to the hotel and gain some of the experiences what you wouldn't normally be able to get actually within the Halloween Horror Nights event, also freeing up more time to do them houses. So let's take a look at what the 5 unnerving scare zones will be this year. As the sun sets on Universal Studios Florida, the ominous clouds fill the sky. Dr. Oddfellow steps out of the Halloween Horror Nights past to fill the streets with hordes of taunting scare actors and 5 all-new scare zones. So here's the first scare zone. Come face to face with the devilish legend who is promising immortality for those who dare to enter Dr. Oddfellow's collection of horror. Then the next area is cowering fear as the signs of the Zodiac come to life in the Dark Zodiac, where Dr. Oddfellow uses his power to transform the Zodiac sign into horrifying horoscope creatures. The third area is venture into the jungle of the doom of Expedition Horror, where Dr. Oddfellow's twisted and bizarre experiments combined with elements of nature and animals to create vicious jungle creatures looking to satisfy their cravings. The fourth zone, a tender music festival crashed by the bloodthirsty vampires let loose by Dr. Oddfellow in Vamp 69 Summer of Blood. And the final zone, stumble upon Dr. Oddfellow's crates and cages that once housed monsters of all kinds who have escaped in the pursuit of chaos in Shipyard 32 Horrors Unhinged. So there you have it, that's the 5 scare zones independent of the scare houses, and they actually sound quite good, and I know myself and Emma are really looking forward to the scare zones, maybe even more than the actual scare houses. Last year was my first actual, in 20 years, Halloween event, actually attending as a member of the public, so we took it and we really enjoyed it for ourselves. And I have to say, I really enjoyed the scare zones, and it's super funny to see how Emma reacts when she's being chased by a ghoul. So the next section is the new spine-chilling experiences and killer food. You can now enjoy an all-new disturbingly entertaining show, Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream. This show will feature a new dreamer confronting creatures that have been turning her dreams into nightmares. There will also be an all-new tribute store. Guests can enter a mysterious New York City comic shop and experience a tribute to terror horror by stepping into the pages of this original terrifying horror comic book. Guests can enjoy a drink at the Red Coconut Club, as it will be once again transformed into the Dead Coconut Club, donning a new theme and menu. New for this year is Peacock's Halloween Horror Bar. Will feature a libation within the ominous nightclub vibe, drinks poured out as an offering. Also here there will be photo opportunities and more. And for those who are dying to experience this year's killer food and beverage before the event opens, this year you have the Taste of Terror. This will offer guests an exclusive preview of select items that will be featured at Halloween Horror Nights. Select nights from August the 10th through to August the 26th. Now just to let you know, this will be $159.99, plus you will need an actual theme park ticket as well. I do feel the price is a little steep, and I kind of wish you got like maybe an exclusive sneak peek into one of the houses to make it value for money. Personally, I would rather wait for the actual night, but it is an option and it's there for you guys. So let's move on to what we've all been waiting for, is the houses. So the first house is The Last of Us. For the first time ever, Naughty Dog and PlayStation award-winning video game comes to life in an all-new haunted house. This house is set to propel guests into an obstacle course of carnage and mayhem as you head out on a brutal journey in a world overtaken by a fungal virus that turns humans into various forms of a new threat known as the Infected. You will be navigating yourself through locations from the iconic video game in a desperate attempt to escape and survive. Now, I haven't played this game, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this house turns out. Moving on to Stranger Things 4. So this house is going to be a terrifying all-new haunted house that transports guests to Hawkins, where you will be immersed in the eerie Upside Down for a heart-pounding experience whilst travelling through the iconic scenes. You'll confront your deepest fears and come face to face with the otherworldly creatures like demon bats and Vecna. It will be a race against the clock to escape and save mankind from the deadly curse. Now, I love Stranger Things, but if there's one thing I want done is the next season. How long do we have to wait? Now, the next house is one I'm really looking forward to. I have built the room, I have maintained the bed, and it's possibly been the most technical horror scene I've ever worked on. It's The Exorcist Believer, inspired by Universal Pictures, a terrifying new horror film from Blumhouse and Morgan Creek Entertainment, in theatres October, Friday the 13th. The Exorcist Believer haunted house will transport guests into a bustling street market in Haiti, where an innocent purchase of a strange folk doll with 3 eyes leads to the opening of a demonic portal, the awakening of sinister spirits, and the disappearance of 2 12-year-old girls in the US. The girls are found 3 days later with no memory of what's happened to them. After the girls begin to exhibit unsettling behaviour, it soon becomes clear that only an exorcism can save them, and if you come into contact with them, you're suddenly at risk of losing your soul. This definitely has to be one of the houses I'm heading to first. This and Chucky, the next house. But wow, I'm really looking forward to the movie and how this house looks and feels in real. It's a tall order to try and compete against the original movie, but I have to say the trailer for the movie looks epic. The next house is Chucky, the Ultimate Kill Count. Inspired by the hit USA and sci-fi series and the cult classic films, Chucky Ultimate Kill Count casts this killer doll as a star of his very own haunted house for the very first time. A true sadistic killer, Chucky has been stuck in the agony of disrespect from his peers and not being taken seriously. This begins his quest to turn his haunted house into a living slaughterhouse by killing every person who enters. Myself and Emma love this series and we cannot wait to see it in front of our very own eyes. It's going to be so cool, but I have to say I really hope the street performance makes a return at one of the Halloween Horror Nights in the future. And then the final big house announcement is Universal's Monsters Unmasked. You, the guest, will be travelling down into the catacombs of Paris, where a much darker secret is hidden 60 feet beneath the bustling streets. Guests will head down into the infamous burial grounds, where every corner and crevice overflows with millions of skeletal remains and even more sinister secrets. Deep within the catacombs, Universal's most notorious creatures live: the Phantom of the Opera, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Dr. Jekyll and his alternative personality Mr. Hyde, and Dr. Jack Griffin, aka the Invisible Man. They will be waiting to seek vengeance against guests after the opening of the catacombs to the public. The question is will you navigate the twisted tunnels of their underground labyrinth and escape to tell the tale? Now the next 5 houses are all new original haunted houses. Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins. In the 1930s Dust Bowl era, guests won't be able to resist going inside Dr. Oddfellow's menacing menagerie of twisted oddities, where you will encounter grotesque distorted animals and freakish friends. Dueling dragons, choose thy fate. The great wizard Merlin has transformed into the enchanted oak, leaving a power vacuum when 2 powerful warlocks invade his castle to steal his spell book. They are turned into dragons of fire and ice, and unfortunately for us, we're caught in the middle of their battle and forced to choose the path. But be aware, one never knows who will win in Dueling Dragons, Choose Thy Fate. The next house is Yeti Campground Kills. In this 1950s campground, a group of towering, terrifying Yetis are running rampant, ripping apart campers, rangers and anyone else who gets in their way. Guests must flee through the campground, into the cabins, bait shack and even an outhouse in the hopes of making it to the ranger's tower before it's too late. The next house is called The Darkest Deal. In the Mississippi Delta, blues musician Pine Straw Spruce meets up at the crossroads with a diabolical entity known as the Collector to make a deal. His soulful music glory. You will witness the big break performing for crowds before the Collector comes and collects on their deal. It's the price of fame in The Darkest Deal. Then the final house is the BloodMoon Dark Offerings. In the colonial era, villagers begin to worship the moon obsessively. When the blood moon rises at the fall festival, they take it as a sign that they must hunt down any non-followers within their village. You will need to try not to become a part of the sacrifice as they gather body parts to form a ghastly offering to the blood moon. So as you can see, there's some very interesting themes going on there, which we're looking forward to checking out. I really hope that we get to meet Jack and Chance at Twisted Origins though. It is the perfect opportunity if they do make an appearance, but who knows? Like I said before, nothing's been mentioned, so we can only have our fingers crossed. And the final thing is the live entertainment Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream. The show that sparked the darkest of dreams has reunited. Nightmares burn out of control as pyro and aerial performers fire guests up to beat off the metal electronica. Yes, so I feel like the 3 main things I'm looking forward to are the scare zones. Love the scare zones, love just wandering around them and exploring. Then obviously for the houses, my top house is definitely going to be The Exorcist Believer, shortly followed by Chucky, Ultimate Kill Count. The great thing about Universal and HHN is the build up, waiting to enter. It's exciting and we can't wait to experience it again. Now for me, I'm a little bit desensitized when it comes to horror shows. Halloween Horror Nights is not about the scare for me, it's about the atmosphere, the party vibe, wandering around and experiencing these great houses, the theming, the music, the entertainment. I personally don't go for the food, but there's also the great food. But we do like the drinks. Myself and Emma do like Universal drinks. A date night with a twist. Looking forward to the Dr. Oddfellow houses to see how they turn out, and the Universal Monsters Unmasked house. It's definitely a strange collection of characters in this house, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Obviously, I've played Frankenstein myself in the past, and Dracula, and it's a total shame that they're not in this house this year, but maybe in the next Halloween Horror Nights, who knows? And I'm really looking forward to the tribute store and its conversion into the comic book shop. So there you have it. That is everything that's been released for Halloween Horror Nights 2023. I am super looking forward to exploring Halloween Horror Nights and all of the independent horror attractions in Orlando. So don't forget to smash subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on one blood-curdling horror adventure. What's your thoughts about Halloween Horror Nights 2023? Let us know down below. And all I can really say now is TikTok, gotta go. Gotta go Orlando, guys. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out these two videos right here.